So it seems we could be getting a Blue Dragon or Lost Odyssey remaster or remake or port at some point. But before we get into that, there's a few things I want to talk about in regards to other leaks that pertains to Kingdom Hearts 4 and a Final Fantasy 9 remake and a rumored Final Fantasy 10 remake. So we'll talk about that. Then we'll talk about this this Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon business. That is what this video is about and what I want to talk about most. But let's jump in. First, there is this leaker. Her name's Midori, I believe. And she mostly posts things and leaks and stuff about from Atlas or Sega, their Persona series in particular, and is pretty much 100%, if not 100%, correct on everything she's ever leaked, right? And she's recently been dabbling in leaking things for Nintendo and Square Enix. And then we recently got this news about Kingdom Hearts coming to Steam. The whole everything is coming to Steam. Summer James Fest tweeted here a few days ago, a few months back, I heard some rumbling from a source that Square Enix brought on a team to improve Steam Deck compatibility for these ports. They weren't 100% sure about the validity at the time, but they did mention June, July being a potential release date, so I believe it. So their leaker, Summer James Fest, seems to have been correct, because we get June 13th, we get all of the Kingdom Hearts series is coming to Steam finally. So that's awesome. But then Midori down here also heard something similar a few months ago, but didn't believe the information at the time. So it seems they had the same scoopster, or however you call it. I don't know what the terms are, but it's exciting, and I wanted to talk about it. Then she goes on to say, in February, someone sent me a message about Missing Link, KH4, and Steam ports, but I did not know the source at the time. But it's looking like their information is correct, but I was not familiar with the KH series. So that's where she's getting into leaking stuff for Square Enix and stuff. Just never really been heavily into it, so didn't want to like just put false information out there, which awesome. We don't like false information because it gets our hopes up. Then it's like, no. I know a lot of these scoopsters and rumors and stuff can end up being, you know, just fake or whatever. But then it says they said the Steam ports were in development since last summer. A company named BitGroove is working on Missing Link, and the next beta test would be in April. KH4 has some small online features, we'll talk about that in a second, and looks very different from the first trailer. The code name is Quattro. So let's break down a few things here. The company working on the Missing Link is BitGroove. I did some looking because I'm not familiar with BitGroove. They seem to have worked on Unchained and Final Fantasy All the Bravest. So they worked on previous mobile games for Square Enix. So cool. Looks like they're also working on Missing Link. Next beta test should be dropping, or I guess should have already dropped. I'm not really sure on the beta. I don't really follow mobile games that much. So if you guys know if that was true, let me know in the comments below, because I'm not sure on that one. It says KH4 has some small online features. What could this be? The online features. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. When I first saw this, I immediately thought a leaderboard system for maybe the Coliseum, if that shows back up, which I'm sure it will. I'm pretty sure the Olympus Coliseum has been in every Kingdom Hearts game, at least every mainline Kingdom Hearts game, I know for a fact. So maybe it'd be cool if we could get a leaderboard for the Coliseum. As far as like multiplayer, I don't think and cannot see there being a multiplayer. Maybe that'd be cool if they had like a boss rush mode, or survive in waves, and you and two other people could pick your Keyblade Master between Riku, Sora, Kairi, Aqua, Ventus, like all of them, and you could pick one and survive waves and see how far you guys could get between Heartless and stuff. That could be kind of cool and fun. But I don't know, that's my most likely explanation to the small online features is just like a leaderboard system. That makes most sense to me. And the code name is Quattro. This makes sense because Quattro's 4, it's Kingdom Hearts 4, and the game seems to take place or start in Quadratum, as we've seen from the teaser trailer a while ago at this point. So that's a lot of little information in such a little sentence. It says, then she goes on to say the entire series and KH4 might come to the next Nintendo hardware. So hopefully the next Switch 2, Switch Duo, whatever it's called, can handle the KH stuff. I know the current Switch and even the current Switch is out, does well to run Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So running KH on it could be a problem. Hopefully the new one is the Switch 2 is much more powerful. So then she says, and more outside IP collaboration is planned for Kingdom Hearts series in the future. The same source also mentioned that there was not a Final Fantasy X remake in development. There is not a Final Fantasy X remake in development, but confirmed multiple Dragon Quest projects and the Final Fantasy IX remake. So first, more outside IP collaboration in Kingdom Hearts series. We know that there is a movie or a TV series. I'm not sure which one. I know both have been talked about at some point. But one of those two things is supposed to pop up on Disney Plus at some point in the future. Hopefully I think I'd rather see a series and maybe each episode take place in each world. That would be sick. Movies, I don't think they could, I don't know. They could do both, I think, and have like the big bad, like when you fight Ansem in Kingdom Hearts 1, all that take place in a movie. Make their own like little universe. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, we know that's happening. And then I've heard people talk about Sora popping up in Kingdom Hearts in the future, which would be wild. And of course we got Sora in Smash, which that makes sense. So there's lots of stuff with that as far as collaboration with Kingdom Hearts series. We'll be seeing Kingdom Hearts stuff. We'll see Sora, probably Riku and all of them in the wild as going forward. Then it said, the same source mentioned, there's no FF10 remake. I didn't even know that this was even in discussion with people. I don't think 10 needs a remake. 10 still holds up pretty well to this day, I think. So for 10 getting a remake, there's not really a real reason for it to happen, in my opinion. So there's that. Multiple Dragon Quest projects. I know there's Dragon Quest 3 HD coming out. Then you got Dragon Quest 12, which we've heard nothing about in what, a year, 2 years now at this point, maybe longer. All we got was like a title, or not even a title. It was just 12, and it was like on fire. They said it was gonna be more dark themed and stuff. So we got that coming out, and I don't believe any of the mainline Dragon Quest games are on Steam. So maybe they could do a pixel remaster version of the old school Dragon Quest games and port those over to Steam, port those to the Switch, to the Xbox, to the PlayStation, and give it the pixel remaster, the Final Fantasy pixel remaster treatment. I think that would be cool. I would love to have access to the old school Dragon Quest games, because I don't think there's a way to play them at all. So lots of Dragon Quest stuff coming out. Dope. I love Dragon Quest. Then the FF9 remake. So we know this is happening at some point. It's pretty much confirmed between Final Fantasy 14 Dawn Trail. You got it's very heavily Final Fantasy 9 themed. You got the Garnet and Zidane minions. You get the Arc mount. I forget what it's called. You get that, and it plays the Final Fantasy 9 battle theme. So lots of Final Fantasy 9 stuff is teasing. It's going to happen at some point. It's just a matter of when does it get announced. So that's cool. Now, as far as our Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey thing, there was a leak, or an insider had noted that fans of the Xbox 360 era RPGs will have something to look forward to, causing lots of speculation as to which title we might see announced. Obviously, this is between Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon, or Eternal Sonata, I think was another one. This guy, his name was, I'm just gonna call him Nick. Here's his tweet. Lots of people, Lost Odyssey, Lost Odyssey, Lost Odyssey. Everybody wants Lost Odyssey. Scalebound. I wish something would happen with Scalebound. That game looks so good. That was, anyway. Personally, I love Lost Odyssey, but I love Blue Dragon way more. And with the recent passing of Akira Toriyama, said it correctly, I would like to see Blue Dragon make its way, at least get a port Same thing with Lost Odyssey. Both of them, maybe just both of them, just announced that they're all getting a port to current gen consoles, to Steam, because these games can only be played on 360 or the Xbox Series consoles if you had previously bought them digitally on the Xbox 360 marketplace, I think was how that worked. But I think that got shut down, or it's harder to buy them now digitally. So it's a whole mess trying to get Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon, and I would love to see them make their way to current gen for everybody to play, especially Blue Dragon. It's such a good game. I love it. I love it. I love it. But that's everything as far as like all the leaks and stuff go. Lots of stuff to talk about. Lots of stuff to talk about. Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy 9, Dragon Quest games, Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon. I mean, hopefully all of this comes true. I would not be upset at all for that. But let me know your thoughts down below on what games you would like to see as far as any of this. What you're excited for. What do you hope gets ported from Dragon Quest, from Lost Odyssey, from Blue Dragon? And as always, thank you so much for watching. For more news like this or Final Fantasy 14 content, be sure to like and subscribe. I have been streaming Final Fantasy 9 for the first time ever, first time playing it, on Twitch for your mobile device, or if you would like to watch it regular on your computer, or what is it called, horizontal streams on Twitch. I'll post all the links for that down below in the description. With that being said, I'm out. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.